Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. No, it's not the soundtrack to Jaws. And it's actually far more deadly than any shark ever could be. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. It will actually be the leading cause of death for everybody in this room, in this suburb, this city, Australia, hell, the whole world. And no, despite the media frenzy, it's not African gangs. It's not even road rage during peak hour, although that's a close second. It's not even cancer. It's heart disease. Myocardial infarctions, cardiac arrhythmias, coronary artery disease, congenital heart disease, dilated or hypertrophic cardiomyopathies, sudden cardiac death, and of course, a good old-fashioned heart attack. And the list goes on. These are just some of the ways in which our hearts can let us down. But don't despair, it's not all doom and gloom, because there are scientists out there, including myself, looking into ways of preventing heart disease and repairing our hearts once they've been injured. So, what do these scientists actually do? Well, if they're like me, they use stem cells. Now, these are the cells that can turn into all the different cells in our adult human bodies. And so we take these stem cells and we turn them into cardiomyocytes. These are the heart cells, the ones that actually do the beating. And I've got to be honest, when I look down a microscope and I see that the cells at the bottom of a dish are moving, and not just moving, but beating, now that's something pretty special, and that gives me hope. So this is kind of what the cells at the bottom of the dish look like. And they beat, just like our hearts, back and forth, back and forth. And this is what stem cell scientists all over the world are using to research heart disease. And that's pretty great, isn't it? Wait, hang on a second. Something wrong here. This is not a heart. It's a pancake. Hang on a second. That looks a little bit more like a heart. And that is essentially what I do. I take 2D cells and I turn them into 3D objects, which we call organoids, mini organs in a dish. Now, they're not perfect by any means. They're very, very tiny, and they don't pump any blood just yet. So there's still a way to go. But now what I see when I look down the microscope is something even more special, and it gives me even greater hope. It's a little beating heart.